And here we have something that I had totally not heard of until now. Narwhal presents Disintegration Street. All one word. Disintegration Street is one word. A second chance to get CG's best undiscovered book. I didn't hear about the first chance, so I don't know. Per Berg. That is such a weird-ass name you got there, Narwhal. It's really weird. Anyway, there are 6 days left. It has 122 backers, raised $4,306 of its $6,000 flexible goal. It is a flexible goal, so that should mean that whether or not it reaches, it's going to be fine. It's going to you'll get what you paid for, I guess. And there only is one thing, just one perk. That's it. But 71%, it's not doing you any algorithm favors, probably. I have no idea what this is. I've never heard of it before. What is Narwhal Presents? Disintegration Street, which all of a sudden becomes 2 words in this paragraph, is one of Narwhal's top 3 favorite indie books of all time. It has the potential to be an extreme indie darling and beacon of CG talent, but it only sold 47 copies originally. 47 copies. Well, you got 122 copies sold this time, so that's, although it says 100. Once again, 122, 121. What is up with that? What is up with these discrepancies? 121 out of 500 claimed. I'm offering a second chance through my own Indiegogo profile to hopefully boost the book's visibility and street cred and give it a few more sales. Well, a few more, not immensely more though, because I'm assuming he hasn't been promoting this very well. I mean, surely you'd think that he could have gotten on with Ethan or something at least once and promoted this damn thing. It's like this is the first I've heard of it, and I only heard of it through CG Tracker, so I don't know. Brendan Swan is the creator, and he will be ordering copies and begin fulfilling immediately after the 2-week campaign ends. So it's only a 2-week campaign. That seems like another possible, mistake to just be like, oh yeah, it's like we'll only do it for 2 fucking weeks. Like, we'll only do it for 2 weeks, and we won't manage in that time to successfully advertise it, and so we barely managed to get more. Okay, whatever. My role is solely as marketer promoter. Well, you haven't done a great job at that, Narwhal, because this is the first I've fucking heard of the thing. I guarantee fulfillment or a full refund. Well, at least there's that. I won't be doing this with any other projects in the near or far future, okay? I only chose to do this with Disintegration Street because the unique qualities that it A, is a truly great book, B, underperformed on its original campaign, C, it actually fits the Narwhal brand quite well. More on this below. Well, aside from that last one, I'd say you could say that about a lot of things. A lot of things are great books and underperform. That looks like some of that creepy Japanese horror shit. Well, the art is better than Narwhal's. Disintegration Street Second Chance. Imagine the nostalgia of a great old Scooby-Doo episode. The fun, spooky vibe, the great characters, the well-structured mystery. Now mix that with the Japanese horror, well, there you go, of someone like Junji Ito. Don't recognize the name offhand. Congratulations, you've just conceptualized the genius that is Disintegration Street. And once again, it's one word here. Yeah. Okay. With art that is all traditionally colored, it has such a beautiful, unique look, I can't get over it. It feels like one of those indie books that kind of confuses you at first. Okay. Where you... I feel confused by that description, but alright. Where you might ask yourself, wait, is this one of the best things I've ever read? I'm not even sure what metric to try to form an opinion yet. Okay. Then it slowly seeps into your subconscious, and you fall in love. Okay. The reason I mention this is because many people have said that about my book, Earthbound. I hadn't heard anyone say that about your book, Earthbound, but okay. This is the main reason I really wanted to help Disintegration Street. And there it is, 2 words again. It feels in line with that Narwhal brand. A great premiere launch for Narwhal Presents. Wait a minute. How is it a great premiere launch for Narwhal Presents when you specifically said you're not going to do this ever again, basically? Like, you're talking here like this is just the beginning of Narwhal Presents, and yet previously, you know, further up the page, you already said, I'm not doing this again, you know, so don't, you know, like, that clearly was like, don't ask, you know, don't ask me to do this for your campaign, because it ain't going to happen. It's like, okay. And it's 165 pages. Yeah, that sounds like it's on brand for Narwhal. And remember, the book is already complete and has been fulfilled once already. This campaign is short and sharp, will fulfill immediately after funding. Brendan Swan will be handling fulfillment, which is why I'm comfortable running the campaign on my Indiegogo profile. We are keeping it super simple for clarity and ease of fulfillment. That is nice. I mean, you know, there's arguments against doing that with every campaign, but nevertheless, some campaigns probably should be a little bit more simplified than from where they wind up being. Just the book. Can't wait to share. And then we have some kind of fetish-looking stuff there. That's on brand for, you know, Japanese shit, though. Summary. Join Charlotte as she starts her new life in the mysterious town of Disintegration Street. Okay, so that's the name of a town and not the name of the street, okay. Filled with the bizarre. The dead coming back to life, children being spirited away. Oh, that happens all too frequently. You know, human trafficking is a real issue. A dead body fused into a wall. That sounds like something out of Star Trek. A man whose every girlfriend commits suicide. That just makes it sound like probably he's a serial killer or something. And a cult of male virgins. I mean, name your hobby. Name your fucking hobby, man. You'll find that. Okay. Reluctant to become involved, Charlotte finds she has little choice when she is revealed to be key to solving the many mysteries of Disintegration Street. Okay, so she's the girl that's the key to everything. That sounds oddly familiar. However, there are those that want to keep these secrets hidden. If Charlotte's not careful, she could end up as a ghost trapped in Disintegration Street forever. 165 pages, all colored traditionally. Well, I mean, it looks nice, you know. You know, I like, you know, I like the art. It's, you know, I mean, I don't like that, but I mean, you know, I assume it's meant to to be something that you don't really care for exactly. Anyway, I don't know. That's I never fucking. What the fuck is that in the background there? Giant, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Disintegration Street, $25. Now it says $40, 37% off. Is that just a bullshit thing they put in there for promotional purposes, or does that indicate that its first campaign actually was asking $40 a copy? Because if it was, then that might be part of the reason why I didn't get very many backers. Get Disintegration Street graphic novel, 165 pages, shipped to your door. Included items, Disintegration Street. Shipping October. So that's pretty close. 121 out of 500 claims. So limited to 500. Let's see what the shipping is. 25 is standard ComicsGate pricing, more or less. And the shipping is slightly less, at least domestic. It's $8 instead of the standard 10. So that's kind of nice. And there's a broken image, as though it's supposed to have a picture for the tier. 25 outside the U.S. So, costs you $50 to get it if you're an international backer. But anyway, but not too bad, you know, for domestic at least. Again, unfortunately, I don't have money to spare right now. It's like I really need to be saving every penny I can to try to pay up my fucking bills at the moment. But if that wasn't a concern, I might very well back this. You know, 25 plus 8. It's not too bad. You know, and it is. You know, it is. What is 165 pages? So anyway. I mean, it, you know, sounds kind of interesting. It's, you know, artwork's nice. It's, you know, interesting thing. It's, like I said, it's just, he said, I mean, not that I pay that great of attention to Narwhal specifically, but it's like, if he's been promoting this like he says he was, it's like, it hasn't had as good a reach as it needs to have. Because if it wasn't for CG Tracker, I would not have known this fucking thing existed. You know, and as it is, I only, you know, and I swear, I looked through, and I guess that's the problem, is it was like a 2-week campaign, he said, right? So, the last time that I was checking CG Tracker for campaigns that were closing relatively soon, I was basically getting everything that was like, I guess, under 20 days left on it, and getting ready to try to do videos on them all, and this wasn't there then. And now it's, you know, it's only 6 days left on it, you know, by the time I, you know, discover that it existed. By the next time that I check, you know, it's almost, you know, almost over by now. So I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't personally recommend that people do that. By the way, I wouldn't recommend that creators consider having these short campaigns. So some people who do that, mostly I've noticed it on Kickstarter. You know, I'll be really quite surprised when I discover that, oh, you know, I found out about a campaign on Kickstarter, and I was thinking, well, you know, it'll be running for at least 30 days because I always think that about these campaigns. And then I sometimes discover that, oh, I missed that one because it was only on for 2 weeks or whatever. It was a short campaign. It's like, what the fuck? You know, and other times I'll catch it just in time, and I'll be like, oh my god, you know, it's like there's 12 hours left. I almost missed this fucking thing because it was apparently a really short campaign. They shouldn't have done that. And of course, there's no in demand on Kickstarter. But anyway, but it doesn't sound like they're going in demand on this thing. It sounds like you got 6 days, and then that's it. And like I said, it's like don't really have them. You know, don't really have any spare money at the moment. But you know, and not gonna go in demand. But I don't know. Maybe you know, maybe it'll be available again sometime, or you know, maybe not. In which case, I don't know. I'll just do without. I've backed a shit ton of campaigns, both CG and non-CG, over the past however the fuck long it's been. More than a year now. More than... No, it's been almost two... It either is this month or maybe next... I think next month maybe will mark 2 years that I've been backing shit in and around, you know, CG, and I spent a lot of money. You know, and you know, and it's gotten really expensive with Ethan in particular asking for, you know, offering, I should say. You know, it's not like he's hitting me up personally for money, but it's like, you know, I don't want to miss out on his shit, and he's got so much shit happening fast enough that it's like, okay, I can barely afford to to back anything besides just his shit. It's like I still haven't backed Rainbow the Brute, and I kind of want to do that before he decides to fucking up and close that campaign without sufficient notice. So, anyway, but if you have the money and you're interested in this thing, you've got, looks like, just under a week left. And that is all the time, because it's not apparently going to be going in demand. So, back it now or forever hold your peace, I guess. Alright, until the next one.